picture, if you can, what it's like building a house. I want to translate this from the training side. Let's picture that you're deciding you're going to build a house, but you're going to build the roof. You're also going to dig the foundation. You're going to put up the walls, studs, and then you're going to try to do all this at one time. That's what's called a concurrent method, meaning we're going to build everything at once, and everything's going to come up pretty much uniformly. We can develop the aerobic system, we can develop the alactic system, we can develop the lactic system equally. I want to contrast this to an idea, again, back to the house. What if we dug a basement first, and that constituted our general physical preparation, our general phase of training, which is aerobic and strength work, because these two qualities are compatible with one another. Then we decide we're going to put the subfloor in, which is the alactic system. So that's short burst, full recovery at first, along with heavy weight training, and then we gradually pare down the rest periods on our conditioning, but still staying in that short rest period. Then we decide we're going to build the walls, but first we're going to put up the studs. We're going to build the outer shell first, and consider that further building of the aerobic system. Maybe it's more higher intensity exercises, you could say, at this time. So like hill sprints, as opposed to walking or steady state cardio. Maybe we're doing heavy bike sprints for a minute, but we're also continuing to build strength. And now we decide, we get up the walls, and now we decide we're going to build a roof. Now we consider that to be the lactic system, where we're buffering lactate to try to get it out, use it as fuel for the body to regenerate back in and continue helping us to dominate on the mats or in the ring. This is what's called the block method. Now, the idea of building a house all at once, roof, basement, subfloors, everything all at the same time, it's kind of silly. So why would you treat your training the same way? Why would you treat the training of your body any other way than through a block type system where we can build, maintain, continue to build at a higher level, maintain, continue building at a higher level. And what we end up doing is building the house faster and with less work during the week. Because your primary goal as an athlete is not to be in the weight room. Your primary goal is not to be running and doing extra cardio that you don't need to be doing. Your primary job as an athlete is to get down, get busy, do the actual skill work that you need, because the skill work is what matters. It's not separated by the guy that bench presses the most or deadlifts the most. The skill is what separates winners from losers. So what we need to do is treat our training in such a way that it's a complementary thing, not the main focus. And that's what I hope to teach you guys within this community, is we're not here to build weightlifters. We're not here to build bodybuilders. At the end of the day, you're gonna look great. You're gonna look like a gymnast. Look at any gymnast. They're jacked out of their minds. They can handle their body in space, and they can also move a lot of weight. But when it comes down to it, they have a certain skill set. And that skill set is doing their events. Just like you go into your gym now at night, maybe 2-3 times, maybe 5 or 6 times, hell, I don't know. But you're building a skill set of a killer with your hands and your limbs. And all we're trying to do with our work here in the Monstrous Fighter Community is complement what you're already doing. Make it better, fill the holes, fill the gaps to where you are absolutely bulletproof and unstoppable.